Good evening and welcome. You found me. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm Bob Pace, your host, and it's a warm welcome um, to see you on this live stream. Now, I'm on here every night of the week at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm further on every morning, but I have two different times in the morning. I'm on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday and 8 o'clock in the morning Saturday and Sunday. Again, those times are Pacific Coast Standard Time. I'm on the west coast of California. You people in the mountains are an hour ahead of me. Central Time, 2 hours ahead. East Coast, 3 hours. England, uh, United Kingdom, there, you guys are 8 hours ahead of me. And then in Europe, you're 9 hours. And the continent of Africa, you're 9 hours. Hello. Oh, wow. You're in here early. I missed you too. I missed you too. Corella is a very sweet lady from Oxnard, California, that has a eviction case where she was wrongfully evicted from her home while she was taking care of her mother. She also has a CPS case where a year ago her babies were taken from her. Her stepfather has the babies but won't give them back to her. And Corella or Felicia, can you give me an update on your eviction and an update about your two babies? I'd love to hear from you. Now, it's easy um, to interact in this live stream. What I mean by that is all you have to do is text me a message. I put up on the screen there for you. It can either be a question or a comment about CPS. Please state your first name and your city or county and your state. If you're outside of the United States, list your country. Also, tell me about your CPS case from the beginning, the knock on the door, to where you're at the moment. And that's only the first time that you come on here. After that, I'll try to remember your case. I'll try to remember your case. So that is a real simple way of asking a question or making a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Now, the second way is that you can be a guest on my live stream. Please email me. That's Bob Pace at bobpace at vincentwdavis.com with the date and time you want to be on one of our 14 shows. When you let me know and I verify you have been on, I will contact my show producer, Grace, who will send you a link to get on to the live stream. And I can take up 9 of you. I can take up 9 of you. The rules are simple. There's no profanity. We do not use the names of children, social workers, or judges. There's no eating or smoking on the show. That's all there is to it. Now, you'll get the link from my show producer, Grace. Use copy and paste. If you get knocked off, copy and paste it again. It's good for the whole show. And you'll be able to communicate and talk to me. So I'd love to have you on my live stream. Lastly, I want to put up my phone number that you can interact with me. Please, only responsible calls call in. It has to be about CPS. And you should state your name and where you're from. Also, the phone number for calling in is 626-698-0990. That's my direct line to my phone. I have a separate phone line for work, and I have my own personal line. So it's a separate phone network. It's done on Stream. It's done on streaming. I use Vonage as a software program. I use SteamYard for this live stream that uses YouTube. So those are the two softwares that I use. But my number is there, 626-698-0990. And I'm going to check to make sure that's working good. Yes, it's working good now. It's working good. Okay. Um anyway, we got Corilla in here from the Oxnard area of California. Hello, Sammy. I'm glad to meet you again. You're from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Am I correct, Sammy? I would like to hear a CPS question or comment tonight, Sammy. You've been in my room a lot, so I'd like to hear a comment. He says Sammy says he's from um, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I know you're from Scranton, but what is your CPS issue? What CPS issue did you encounter that you like some help on? And Corella, can you give me an update on your eviction and your two babies are taken by CPS? I'd like to help you, Corella. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Sammy further says, I'm an advocate, Bob. I don't have any own personal issues with CPS, just part of the community. Okay. All right. Vince did some work for a friend of mine years back. Okay, Sammy. All right. Well, now I understand you a little bit better, Sammy. Okay. Thank you. Um, Cruella, let me hear more from you. Let me hear from you. I want to help you, Cruella. Now, this live stream is open for questions. It's also open for topics you want me to talk about. I love to answer them. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a I'm a family man, and I've had raised 6 children, and I have 43 years of marriage. I have 61 years of life skills. I have a lot of life skills that I try to cover in here. And I want to thank George Roderick Costanza, who gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. So I'm here to try to help you hang on to your children and fight CPS. You'll find that CPS is not too good. It's pretty bad. I've talked to over 2,600 people for the last 23 months. And one thing they all have in common, including myself, is we ran into a rogue CPS, a CPS that's corrupt. All they interested is the money part, making $1 trillion a year as CPS does. They're being investigated right now by Doge, and hopefully they'll find out the things they're doing bad. Hopefully they'll find out things are doing bad. Now, my case was a horrible one. It was a horrible one. I lost my job in 2010, and I had to struggle till I sold my home of April 2017. And I had to go into renting an apartment. But unfortunately, one of my 6 children was never returned. Was never returned. And so it is a hard thing to talk about CPS because they did me wrong. I had to sell my home a quick sell to hire an attorney. Now the attorney I hired, his name is Vincent W. Davis. He's been fighting CPS for 39 years. He's trained, licensed, and educated in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. And he is also a trial attorney. He can do also civil lawsuits. When your case is done, you may have had your civil rights or your constitutional rights violated. You can sue social workers on that. And he has done that. He's gotten millions of dollars back from fighting CPS, both state court and federal court. So he's real deal, Vincent Davis is. His retainer approximate is $5,000 in LA County. He's approximately $500 an hour attorney. It all depends on how long your case has been going on and how complex your case is. Now, you will go to other states to help defend you, to help get your children back. But there's additional costs going to other states. There's the airfare, the ground transportation, the hotel, and the food. Also, there is the law license that you need to get in each state to practice law. But he will fight you whether you're in um, New York, or you're living on the reservation in South Dakota, the Lakota Sioux, at the Rosebud Reservation, he will help you. He will help you. Oh, God. I apologize. These trolls are coming up and making different names. And when someone puts in a derogatory remark like that was bad. That's bad. Now we're going through a lot of emotional heartaches the last 7 days. With the murder of Charlie Kirk, the firing just recently of Kimball, um, 3 policemen are dead now today. These shootings have gotten out of hand. People are using hate speeches. You know, we do have an amendment that tells us that we can have freedom of speech, but it's got to be not in a hateful manner. It's got to be not in a hateful manner. And that's what's so bad. Now, right now, this room is not about politics. This room is how to get your children back and how to fight CPS because they're a corrupt organization that's done nothing more than take your children when they're not in danger by lying to you, by making your life worse. They made my life worse too. They made it worse. I don't know what's going on, but this world is really crazy right now. This world is really, really, really crazy. And so, for whatever reason, these trolls want to attack this room. I don't know what they're going to gain from in here because I'm here helping people. I'm certainly not putting anybody down. I do say that CPS is bad. It's the truth. 2,600 people have said so. That's over 23 months. Now I'm on here to 8 o'clock tonight, and I'd love for everybody to be helping out, in this live stream, to help one another. I have a big family of 30 to 50 people. Okay. Um, well, we have a lot of people in this room, and no one's asked me questions, and I don't understand why Felicia um, Cruella is not talking or answering my questions. I asked you, what's the latest on your eviction case? See, her belongings were also thrown out by her stepbrother. Her stepbrother was behind her being evicted from the home that she was taking care of her mother in. It's sad what people do to one another. It really is. But I come on here twice a day, 14 times a week, 23 months. I've not let you down to help you with your case, to try to understand and how they help you. I had a wonderful mother last night that talked to me about things, and we got her problem resolved. Took us about an hour, but we did it. I've had good success stories of people being helped to get their kids back. So I know what I'm doing is good. And a lot of it's from my own experience, but a lot of it's from learning from the internet and from the 2,600 people I've talked to. Oh, Corella said something. It is, in fact, my biological father, my dad. Oh, okay. And his wife is a stepmom. Okay, that's where the problem is. Yeah. She has a stepmom. It's her biological father. Felicia was taking care of her real mother. When her stepbrother made the false allegations and had her evicted from her home, and now her mother's missing. We don't know where her mother is. And so that's a really big concern. And that's something that should be reported to Adult Protection Services. If you don't know where your mother is, you need to call 911 and report your mother's missing. Give them all the information, and they will contact Adult Protective Services. But you need to leave a paper trail. That's why you call 911. If you call Adult Protective Services or the Child Protection Services, or you call the police, records seem to disappear. That's why you need to call 911. And they will channel you to the right people. Okay. Her son turned 4. That's her 2 babies. Now, I thought you had 2 babies, Corella. Is it only one child that's been taken from you? Oh, 2 and 4. Okay, 2 and 4. There they are. Her 2-year-old, her 2-year-old and 4-year-old. Her 4-year-old just turned on September 15th, Monday. Happy birthday then. Happy birthday to your 4-year-old. And so her 2 and 4-year-old, she has not seen them in 365 days. That's tough. That's tough, Corella. Now, what's the latest of your eviction? What's the latest of your eviction? This morning, I went to the welfare office this morning for general assistance reasons. There was a lady sitting at a table adorned with pamphlets regarding child support and the legalities of it. Okay, all right. Again, with child support, they seem to have overstepped the bounds. They overstepped the bounds. Well, I'm glad you're getting assistance because you really need it. You need housing. Where you living now, Corella? Where you living now? Where is Corella living now? Hmm. Hello, Carrie. So glad to hear from you, Carrie Sampson. Really refreshing to have you, Carrie. Haven't talked to you in a couple days. You're one of my family members. Um, anyway, Krilla was saying that while she's at the welfare office, she was looking at pamphlets that talk about child support and the legalities. I told this woman, who must have been just in the office for the day, to solicitate that my social worker had mentioned at some point or another that I could be pursued for child support. Well, it depends if you have money or not for that. I'm a worry about this and was anticipating some kind of correspondence related to the support of my children, but it hasn't came still. Well, it's because you don't make enough money. I don't think they can get child support from you. You got to have income. You're destitute, Cruella. You're okay. You're okay, Cruella. But what about your eviction? What's the latest on your eviction? Carrie Sampson, so glad to see you. Hi, Mr. Bob. How CPS want me to do a parenting class, but wouldn't pay the lady to do a parenting class with me. Well, here's the problem. Every class you take, they have to collect money. If you don't have the money and you're destitute, you need to file for a waiver of your fee with that particular class. If they don't, then you're stuck. You have to pay for it. It's so. I know they're giving you a hard time, Carrie. Now, Carrie is from Burke County in Georgia. Am I right, Carrie? You're from Burke County in Georgia, correct? Now, Cruella says, according to the lady, according to the okay, Gorilla says, according to the lady, that is because the result of the TPR on relief of financial responsibility, among all other relative responsibility. Well, I don't know if your termination of parental rights has gone through. You told me you have not lost your rights of TPR. So I'm confused, Cruella. That's the first time I heard this. Previously, nearly all county words threaten with child support expenses. Yes, they do it as a threat. But if you don't have any income, they can't get child support from you. They can't get child support from you. They're going to try, but they can't. But what's the story, Cruella, about your eviction? What's the latest about that? And have they found your mother? Have they found your mother? Understand, Cruella. Understand. Oh dear. Okay. Hi, Bartley. Welcome tonight. You're cutting it close to my 8 o'clock time. I'm working really hard in my house for my son. Tomorrow, the social worker is coming over to check out the decluttering. I'm hoping to talk to you tomorrow at 11 a.m. my time, the meeting. Yeah, that'll be right at the end of my show. My show starts at 10 tomorrow, my time, 11 o'clock your time. Barley further says her tomorrow at 1:30 Mountain Time. Hope to talk to you tomorrow before then because I do have some questions. I will help you, Bartley. Thank you, Bob, for what you do for everybody in this room. You're very welcome, Bartley. Bartley, by the way, is from Montana, and I've been helping her as best I can by the 1 hour session. You're a great man, energized man of God as a warrior. Well, thank you, Bartley. That's wonderful words. And I appreciate hearing that. You know, Corella and Bartley have been trying to help. And um, Corella says her house is currently for sale. I haven't went by there since her brother trashed my property. Um, well, what about your mother? You had a TPR, was July 17th. Well, you didn't tell me that. I thought maybe you fought your TPR. So your children are taken. If your children are taken, you don't have to worry about child support. But it's terrible that your children are taken, Corilla. That's not very, very good. Well, I understand that CPS may not pay for it. You're responsible for parenting classes. There are parenting classes that may be cheaper that qualify. You got to make sure that the parenting class you sign up for meets the social worker's requirements. You don't need to pay a lot of money. You don't have to pay a lot of money. Well, it's getting close to the end of my show. Um, I have right now 8 o'clock. That means I have to end my live stream. And I really want to thank you all for listening tonight. Thank you, Jasmine Single, for coming in here and giving me a thumbs up. Thank you again, George Rodnick Costanza. Thank you. I want to thank all you that come in here night after night, week after week, and month after month. Well, you need to contact 911 and put in a missing report for your mom. You need to have done that the day that you knew your mom was missing. They will in turn get a hold of Adult Protective Services in Ventura County. I know that county Adult Protective Services, they're bad. They're really bad, Adult Protective Service Ventura. My sister was in their care and she was damaged beyond belief. She was damaged. My sister died too young. She died way too young. And Adult Protective Service did not help her. And the caregiver home that she was in did not help. I don't know. It's really sad. I didn't realize I have that many sad tragedies. I mean, I've had my daughter at 12 divorce us. I had my mom and dad pass away. And then I had my sister die. And so it's been really a hard struggle. But I'm here because I care about you. If I can help somebody, that will help. That's a great idea. And so thank you, Bartley, for calling in. For texting in. Thank you, Corella. I really care about you, Corella. I want to help you, Corella. I want to help all of you. Bartley, I want to help you all. Um, Bartley, I want to help you. I want to help you, Bartley. I really do. And I want to help out Corella and Carrie Sampson. I can't forget Carrie Sampson. You're important to me. And I know how hard it is to go through the CPS. And thank you for being in the room, Sammy. I understand that you had a friend that had Mr. Davis and you just want to listen. Thank you, Sammy, for being part of the room. Thank you very much. So I want to thank you all. We had only one troll tonight, and I had to get rid of them. And I do apologize. I don't know why people are sick enough they want to waste their time in this room because I'm here to help. I give nothing but advice and love and caring. I'm a loving father and a loving husband. I've helped raise 6 children and I've had 43 years of marriage. I have 61 years of life skill. So I'm still an old dinosaur, but I'm forever young and I will help you. I will help you. I do care about you. That's why I do this live stream. There are enough of you that say, we really need you, Bob. And so that's why I do it. All right. Nothing more than that because I love people. I care about people. I really do. So God bless you all. Thank you very, very much for listening. And I want you to know never stop fighting for your children. Never stop getting your family back together. 4 things. If you're going to use a court appointed attorney, tell the court appointed attorney 4 things. You're not guilty, you want family reunification, and you want to follow the orders of the court, wherever the judge sets out. And lastly, you want to have as much visitation as you can, whether it's supervised or not supervised, whether it's Zoom or not Zoom. So you want to have, visitations with your children. So remember those things. And of course, my 5 rules. You need to get an attorney. But if you use a court appointed attorney, I give you 4 things that can work with that. You need to document everything. You need to say no to social workers and police, not let them in your home, not let them take your children, not let them take social workers, take them when you bring them into emergency. And if you're having a baby, don't let them take your child when it's born. 4th is that make sure that you look up Chat GPT is a good resource as well as Google Chrome. You need to put the name, the name of the city, the state, and if you're outside the United States, put the country, then put capital CPS, and then put your question. That's how you find things. That's how you find things. And the 5th rule is to make sure that you make copies of all your important documents have them in an envelope and have them with you at all times. Things like licenses, marriage certificates, birth certificates, school records, school report cards, those kinds of things. So, with that being said, I'm going to switch my number out because we can't take any more calls. It's after 8 o'clock. I'm going to put the Department of Doge. That is the government entity that was created in January by our President Donald Trump to investigate all the CPS, all the government entities out there. Social services as well as CPS is being investigated. I know that firsthand. And the website's great. There's a lot of information on what they do, and they can offer you a job there. There's two phone numbers. 202 is the area code. That's the White House. And there's an email you can send your things. If you get nowhere at the county level and at the state level, this is where you go to at the federal level. So I'll leave that up during a brief video. You're going to hear a good video. Listen to it. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Good night.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce him. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.